Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on good old Satisfactory, ready for another day, ready for a beautiful Friday. Well, it's not really beautiful. I mean, it is windy and cold and rainy and whatnot. Winter is on its way, but we're back on our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to the Satisfactory mod manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself. Yes. Okay. So first of all, before I forget, happy Spooktober, everyone. Hopefully it is going very well for you. It is definitely going very well for me. I am definitely enjoying Spooktober, man. Freaking love spooky games and whatnot. So, and that's what we've been doing. We've been having a ton of fun, and it's been good. But also, it is Friday, so yeah, yeah, So hopefully you guys are all looking forward to a good weekend. Awesome. Okay, so a couple of things. You've noticed there's quite a bit of difference. I'll explain these tracks in a minute. Um, let's go over here. So I've actually done quite a bit of building in between episodes. I did do the bottom of the cooling tower. So the cooling tower is, as far as the structure is complete, or as far as the structure is concerned, it is complete. It is completely done as far as the structure. So, and also, you guys, if you guys remember me talking about moving that intersection, it has been done. The intersection used to be, I think it was actually here. Yeah, I think it was here. This is where the intersection used to be. It is no longer here. It has been moved completely. I've moved it to another intersection right here. So this is the new intersection, so that we get a few different things going on here. But yeah, this is just a lot easier for the trains to navigate. Things do work out quite well. Also, to keep the commoners from wandering into my base, whatever, the nuclear power plant. I have built a train bridge. I've constructed a train bridge out of barriers and small pillar frames. This has costed quite a fair bit, and also this is a way better slope in my opinion. This one follows the ground a little bit better than the previous one did, and it's not as steep as well. It's actually a little bit less steep because it was able to go a little bit longer. Plus the curve starts at the slope, but it's not the entire slope like it was before, so it's a little bit easier for the trains to navigate around. And as you can see over there, I do have, like I said, I did have the bottom of those done. So that is pretty nice. Also, I did take out the bottom of the bottom concrete underneath the power plants as usual as well. And yeah, you're going to notice a few things new here. We've got a few new buildings. This is because this road and these train stations was just being incredibly annoying to deal with. So I took out the road. The road is gone. Plus, I needed another train station here, and you're probably wondering, well, why you need another train station? What? Why? So yeah, I needed another train station because we need to do something with our nuclear waste, and there is currently no room on this island. I've expanded past what I could do, and you'll see that in a moment as well. When Update 8 comes out, the problem that's currently over to the northern end of this island is going to be fixed once Update 8 comes to the early access branch from experimental. So yeah, we've got a waste train. We've got a nuclear waste train. It is kind of yellowish green, kind of like the barrel. I mean, the barrel's more yellow, but I do have a sulfur train, and even though this one's got a clear red stripe, it's just like I'd rather do the yellowish green instead. So red for the biohazard, obviously, and then yellow for the biohazard. Sorry, red is biohazard, but yeah, red for the radiation hazard, the radiation level, as you can see. I've went through a lot of filters. So yeah, this got converted to a train station, and then this train station actually got emptied out. Whoops. Did I make that mistake over here? No, I didn't. Okay. Completely forgot about that. Didn't even know I did that, to be honest. But yeah, I've changed that over to nuclear waste shenanigans. There's probably another sentence you should not be hearing. But yeah, the uranium train station has been rotated completely 180, and you can only do that by emptying it. So we emptied the train station completely of uranium, and I rotated it around so it's kind of doing this way. So basically I've kind of copied what I've done over here, which over here the train stations, they go in the building this way and then they come out this way. So that's what these two rails are. These two rails come out and then they just go parallel to each other, and then they add on to that section. Because I removed this road, I was like, okay, well, I got to do something with this road that we made. And I was just like, why don't I just do this, just copy what I've done over there. Also, so anywhere um, we see asphalt, isn't for walking, basically. So that's kind of kind of the thing. It's just like, yeah, if you ever see asphalt anywhere, you should probably not walk there. For all the employees and such that work here. Look at all these buildings. But yeah, I haven't got roofs on these yet. But yeah, I had to reroute the uranium as well. We're gonna have to reroute our uranium fuel cells because I don't know. I'm waiting on that because I don't really know which way or where I'm gonna go with those yet. To get over here, obviously, to our power plants, which are right there. So yeah, if you haven't been here for the last couple of episodes, we've been building these cooling towers to house. Oh, I forgot I disconnected this because I needed to move it. Whoops. We'll do that in a second. We'll reconnect that. But yeah, to house the nuclear power plant in. So the nuclear power plant is kind of housed inside the cooling tower because that's the best way to do it. Plus, geez, I need to reconnect this because I was also hoping for that when these are turned on, they do produce water vapor. I think or it's like water vapor, whatever. I'm not gonna get into it. Oh, wait, this has power. What? Oh, it's because I'm close to the track. Let's get power to this again. A little bit of lag there. Okay. So yeah, and then they've got water, and like I said, I've done all of these. All of them have been done, and so yeah, once I'm completely done with everything, with the cooling tower entirely and the power plant, I'm gonna get rid of these all these power lines around here. These are just temporary, so I can just fly around and I don't have to walk everywhere. Yeah, that's all they're for. So yeah, we need to figure out how we're going to connect two sets of belts. So we're going to have an input and output belt. One's for the uranium fuel rods going in, and the out belt is going to be for the uranium waste. Nuclear waste, whatever you want to call it. And then we've also got to get pipes in here too. So I've got a couple different ways I want to do this. And we're going to, we might have to try out a few before we decide. Oh, also, so yeah, you know how there's an island back here? I was gonna go up and over it, but in order to do that, we have to go up. We'll have to go up above this, and by the time I get up above this, unless I do a 2 meter, which is incredibly steep, of course, I'd end up here with the 1 meters. I've already tried. I'd end up here with the 1 meters, and then there'd be two sets of foundations that would be on the flat, and then the rest of it all be hill all the way back to the corner here. So yeah. It was a bit of a mess. But yeah, this did take a long time as well to get this all done. But it is finally all done. And I just carried the half meter foundation for our supports on the island itself. Oop, don't go too far. Because I just removed all those freaking power lines that were along here. Crazy. They were just temporary anyway. Okay. Freaking windy outside, man. Like, the wind is so loud I can hear it through my sound canceling headphones. I can hear it hitting the side of the place where I live. Yeah. It's all been done. It's all been finished. And now that this is here, the trains, when they come in, the trains that are on the west side of the island, you know where the train stations are, they actually go this way and go around, because it's actually shorter to go this way rather than go that way, go all the way down to the end of the island and then come back around. So yeah, The copper train's on the east side, so it can just go straight in with the coal and stuff. But yeah. So anyway, like I said, we got to figure a couple different belts out. We got to figure some pipes out. My goal is to try and get this hooked up today. I'm going to try my absolute best to get this hooked up. Probably going to be cutting a lot of content. Not my usual, but anything that's too boring or anywhere where I'm just not talking or we're just not explaining anything, as I'm going along. Those kind of stuff. We're going to try and cut that out because, yeah, I don't exactly. I'm also almost out of concrete. I've been, as you can tell, I've been using a lot of concrete. But yeah, and I also like this too because let's say these were to overflow and flood, the cooling towers somehow were to flood, it would all be contained inside of here, which is nice. Looks really cool. Anyway, so yeah, let's go get us some more concrete. Yeah, like I said, we may have to try out a few different methods. I'm not exactly sure how I want to how I want this to play out. So, oh, and also with the uranium fuel rods, I think what I'm going to do is on top of these, I'm going to, because I need a buffer. That's right. I need a buffer of uranium fuel rods. I probably need a buffer of water too, but there's no freaking way I'm going to fit that anywhere. So I was just like, right on top of here, why don't I put some containers, and maybe we'll box them in as well with some walls, and just kind of cover them up so it just looks like part of the building, and then bring the uranium fuel rods back out this way. So basically, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate these lifters, because I need to remove this system, because right now it's merging to this merger and then it's going this way and it's just going to hit a wall, so with the belt. So yeah, I just need to kind of get that going as well. Yeah, let's go get some concrete. That's what we're doing. I completely forgot. I also completely forgot that I am making concrete on this island, so yeah, it is what it is. I tend to forget a lot of different things. My apologies. Nice. Okay, so what do we got? Oh, that's right. There was a bit of copper on that little island that I covered up over there, and there was also a slug and some of those hatchers as well. Okay. Oh yeah, and the heat sinks too, because I was using those to make the train. We're just kind of getting rid of stuff we don't really need right now. I'm gonna need some iron plates. It's like I did bring some iron plates and some iron rods with me. Pretty much out of steel beams. I used almost all those steel beams we brought. I just about used them all, obviously, for all that, because each one of those posts I think was what, 2 steel beams. Oh man. Oh, and I did get that done relatively quicker than I originally anticipated. I was thinking about half an hour, but after I started building them, it was just like, and then just repeat build, repeat build, repeat build. Oh, we're out of concrete. Whoa. Let's put a little concrete in there so there's still a train. We're going to have to go get some more concrete too. Yeah, I started actually getting more and more efficient at it, and it actually turned out quite nicely. And any time, what I was doing as well is when I was putting these in here, I would, once I got it done, I'd do like, I don't know, like 5 or 10 or so. I would do it just a bunch, and then I'd remove the centers and then put the blocks in. And if the blocks didn't match, I'd have to put the wall back and then put the beam back in and stuff like that if it wasn't working. Yeah, it was a bit of a mess, like I said. Bit of a mess. Anyway, let's go ahead and do this. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 1 meter foundation. I was hoping to attach it to this wall, but it does not want to attach to this wall. It is having issues. Okay, here's what we'll have to do then. Let's grab a 4 meter. So this is straight with the deal. because like I said, I removed all. Stop going up. There we go. Like I said, I removed all of it. I'm just putting these down temporarily just to try and figure it out. So there's a couple of different ways I can do this. One way I was thinking was I could bring all 5 pipes to the center here in between the cooling towers, because that's where they need to be anyway. And I would then, once they got into this area, I would then I would then stack them on top of each other like they were originally, and then I'd run a stack of pipes in between here all the way down, because obviously 10 pipes is not going to fit in here. If we try to fit 10 pipes side by side, that's definitely not going to fit. Let me try this. Yeah, that's definitely not going to fit. 4 doesn't even fit, technically. So yeah, I was like, we could stack the pipes, and then, just like we've done before, the lowest pipe goes here, and then the next tallest pipe goes there, and then it just on and on and on. It's like we could do it that way. And basically, so this side, it'd be asymmetrical a little bit. So it'd come here, and then, obviously come across the road, and then it would get stacked. Then it'd get stacked back up again like it was, and then it would go. Then those 5 pipes would go to the rear 5, and then the other 5 pipes would go to the front 5. Basically, that's what I was thinking. Could be done. Yeah, that's gonna take a little bit of work though, because I don't have. A way to keep the pipes at level, if you know what I mean. Not yet, anyway. Let's go ahead and drag this across. Drag it right there. Drag it right there. Okay. So the reason I grabbed the plates and the rods is because I knew I was going to be building stackers and everything else. So, I also wanted to fit like belts and stuff. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do here. So maybe something like that. So the other way we could do it is we could fit the 5 pipes across the center, and then have those 5 pipes like go 1 pipe, and then 1 pipe, and then 1 pipe would go to the left, and then the other one would go to the right. That actually might not be a bad idea. Then we could fit all of them in here. So like this, maybe. Now, of course, these stackers are going to go down below, but I just need I need a basis to start with. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, if we fit all 5 pipes here, right? So let's say we got all 5 pipes right at this level. So then what we do is we stop here. Maybe. Let's see. 3. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's get random hiccups. Okay. Actually, don't know, but that does look good right there. Okay. We might go with that. Okay. So, once I get this figured out, then I'll build it. But what level do we need to be? It is... So we need this. I don't have a whole lot of plastic and copper sheets anymore, so we might be in trouble. But I am thinking about... Oh, I could just use the smart mod. What am I doing? There you go. So say we bring the 5 pipes down here, right? This actually might work pretty well. I don't mind that because of the outputs are in the way. These stackers would be in the way if the outputs were like that. So let's say, yeah, we do this. Yeah, this actually might work out pretty well. 2, 3. And then 2, 3. So then the next pipe goes like this. And this will be less complicated too. So like I said, I actually don't mind this way. So it's like, yeah, this could work really, really well. Okay, then let's say we only have the supports there. And then we drag the supports. I mean, I might have to put them in the center. The center is here. Yeah, we'll just have to do it like that. And then 9. Yeah, and like I said, I don't have a whole lot of plastic and copper sheets. You're like, sweet, you have like half 1,000 there and almost 1,000 of the other. So it's like, yeah, but you have no idea how fast this stuff goes. If you're saying that, you have no idea how fast this stuff goes. It goes really fast, especially when you're building a lot. It's because for each section of pipe, it's 1 plastic and 2 copper sheets. But when you're doing multiple sections, obviously that just adds up over time. So like that. I actually might connect the water up completely first, and then yeah, I actually don't mind this. This is fine. And then what we do is, and then we start hooking up everything else. The reason that I'm saying that is because if it's hooked up, the water's hooked up already, it can get the system full. That actually might be a way to do it. Actually, I don't think we need water buffers, to be honest. I think we'll be fine. Because we have, like, the entire water pipe can be the buffer, right? But the uranium fuel rods, maybe the uranium fuel rods can also be, like, the massive amount of belt can just be the buffer as well. I actually have an idea for that. I want to do, each one of these nuclear power plants is going to have its own belt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all my uranium fuel rods, they're all on one belt currently. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to split it up into 10 belts. I'm going to have 5 go one way and 5 go the other. And then they're going to meet up with the water, and then they're going to come in and connect to all these. What do you think about that? You think that's a way to do it? I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah, that could be pretty cool, actually. So then we have the middle. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. Now we're going to go 9. Do that. And then this one's going to go towards the... See, both waters go the same distance, so... I was going to say which one goes longer, but yeah, it doesn't matter. This one can go that way, and then the west side can go front ways, like this here. It'd be cool if I could get them like a 90 degree, but at the same time, the way the inputs and the outputs are going to work with the stackers and all that stuff, putting it this way is going to be just fine. I think it'll be alright. Yeah, and I can't do like... That's fine. We could do a noodle. See what noodle looks like, since we have to do this anyway. Let's try noodle. Noodle does a nice, like, kind of rounded. It don't look great either way, does it? Yeah, I like the bends. I like the straight bend, or like the hard bends. Yeah, if I do horizontal to vertical, I wish I would do the same as horizontal to vertical. Let's see, auto 2D. Auto 2D doesn't do any better. Noodle's like all bendy, and horizontal to vertical doesn't do any better. And auto does the same as horizontal to vertical. So yeah, it's fine. Okay. Whoa. Alright, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this over there. Okay. So that should be good there. Yep, we got it all connected now. That looks pretty good. I'm not going to paint them yet because I might change my mind. So we're just gonna leave it. It looks like, I wonder how, well, should I wait to do this? Just trying to think. Wait, what's this? Next song, please. Play something more cheery. Oh, you know what we could also do? We could also just do beams. I never did think about that. Let's just do a beam. Rather than this being supported, let's just do like a beam. Like that could look good. Let's see if I can just. And then what if we put like a beam connector on the end? Is it gonna stick through? Is it gonna poke? Yeah, it's gonna poke. Could freeform it. Default. Now you'd add the freeform. Yeah, then we get rid of. Let's get rid of one of these and see what it looks like. I don't know. I kind of want it to be like I don't want it to be concealed or anything with like a foundation of sorts. I just want it to be like supported just by the towers themselves, because the towers can support those obviously. So if we remove these, I didn't realize I was I had landed. If we do this, and do, oop, that's a little far. So, hold on 1 second. It's like, I'm going to remove that beam, but what if we did these beams? These beams might look better. The I-beam. It's right there. And then we do this across here. It's like, yeah, I was just thinking about running the support to the ground, but I was just like, you know what? It's like we could just support it like this and call it a day. And then we can also do a few different things here. Actually, yeah, how would you do? Because you're going to have to be dealing with 5 inputs and 5 outputs at the same time. I guess if you did, let's see, if we did a 3, oh, whoops, I'm not on that one. There you go. Now if we did a 3, I guess if we did it like this, but not really a fan of that. Yeah, just forget it. Because I need a support here as well. Okay, so back to the original plan. I had a thought and I thought it might work out, but doesn't look like it's gonna. Alright, so basically the idea is we take out the bottom ones like this, right? Now you could do this without the smart mod too, but I'm going to use the smart mod because it'll just be faster. So what I do is I put it in place. I'm going to hit H so that I can fly around, and then I'm going to hold the Z key to go all the way to 5, and then I'm going to hold the Z and Shift keys at the same time, but instead of scrolling up, I'm going to scroll down. Until it touches. It doesn't look like it's matching up with anything. So it's all like a meter off. It's actually okay though. I'm actually fine with that. This looks more industrious to me anyway, so yeah. I think that's what we'll go with. Yeah, you just have to remove the foundations in order to do it. The foundations and the supports I just used, of course. And then hopefully this should look okay. It's all done. Hit H. Yeah, that'll look good. I'm actually thinking about just doing that in the, well, no, the pipe wouldn't go long enough, would it? Let's check. It will. It will go long enough. Will the belt go long enough is the other question. So if we had, let's say we had a belt here. Yeah, the belt will go long enough too. But then it doesn't look as supported though. Like it looks extremely like not supported. Okay, yeah, we'll just go with this. I think this is the best plan. The support's in the center here where there's already a million supports anyway. So it's not like we're outside of the realm of looking... I mean, it looks industrious, right? It's supposed to look industrious. It's not supposed to look good. This type of stuff. It's just supposed to look industrious. The only problem is this is also going to take up a lot of rods and plates too. So yeah, that's going to be fun. And no, I can't use the smart mod to separate this because when you try to use the P key to separate stuff, it not only separates in one direction, it separates in two different directions at the same time. So there's probably a way to change that. I'm just not smart enough to figure it out. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna do this all the way down and get all the supports built. Well, that only took forever. I managed it. I got it all connected. Water's hooked up. So yeah, that's so whatever we were talking about just 2 seconds ago, I have completely forgotten it. It has literally been a couple of hours. Man, it's been fun though. I did manage to get it all built. So yeah, everything's now hooked up to water. So we should have water in all these pipes. Very good, very good. And now everything, all these power plants are now connected with water, which is good. Yeah, and I've been thinking about it too. I still want to do the storage for the uranium fuel rods, I think. No. Did I decide against that? I might have decided against that. Yeah, sorry about that. Also, let's get some music going. Where's my music? There's my music. Sorry, I usually, the way this works is, see what happened was, the way this works is if I'm not going to be recording for a while, I can just kind of put stuff on hold and then I can just listen to my own music and stuff. You guys will never hear it, and it'll be like, things could be like a couple hours for me and it'd be instantaneous for you guys, but yeah, that's kind of how it works. But yeah, so we got all the water hooked up. That's what I wanted. Both sides are fully hooked up to water and whatnot. So now all we got to do is worry about the fuel rods. The fuel rods is the only thing that's left to get hooked up. Yeah. Also, I did have to go back to the city to get more. Oh, I'm gonna have to get even more too. Look at this. I just went and got like 6 stacks of plates and 6 stacks of rods, and then look at this mess. It's industrious though. You gotta admit it is industrious. And also, I pulled power. These power lines are permanent. I am going to leave them here. They are all Mark IIs. This is just so that I can fly in between these without issue and check on them. So like let's say like I'm having an issue with one and I'll try to figure out which one it is. I can fly along here and just go boop. Okay. Also, I forgot to overclock these, by the way. Completely forgot. We're just going to overclock each one of them because the recipe pasting thing is kind of iffy sometimes. And then yeah, I can just, like I said, just go in between each and check it out and see why it's having an issue. So yeah, if you're not aware, altogether we have 10 nuclear power plants that we're going to be attempting to run here. Each one of these needs a full pipe to run, and they're all overclocked. So each one of them is going to be producing 6,250 megawatts apiece. And if you times that by 10, you just add a 0. So we're going to be producing 62,500 megawatts to get all together, which is going to be absolutely insane. That's a lot of power. You talk about power. That's power. That's power, baby. It's still not as impressive as some people's builds, but those builds also, those builds are also just for fun. I don't think you need all that. I think I seen a build that had like 100 nuclear power plants on it. It's just like, yeah, he just did that for fun. And also, that's one of those builds that I can't build anymore because I hit the building limit. It's like, of course you hit the building limit. You got freaking 600,000 foundations and pieces, and you've got 1,000 machines of this and that. And it's just like, yeah, it's a little crazy. Like I don't blame my save at all for the FPS that I get. This massive save, it don't look massive. If you guys have not seen it, this is not my build. Well, I mean, it is my build, but what I mean is it's not. This is not my entire build. That's what I mean. Yeah, this is not my entire build, and nor are those few little buildings up there. Like there and over there. I've got a whole freaking city. This is just my nuclear power plant. Look at this massive island. It looks so good. I'm so happy with it. Like literally, I'm really happy about how this build turned out. It may have taken many, many hours to build, but I am very happy about how it turned out. Just so's you know. So's you knows. I am quite happy. It turned out quite well. Also, I just noticed we're going to need 5 all the way across if we're going to run the belts I'm thinking of running. I think it's 8, was it? So 10. So we're going to need 10. Yeah, let me fix this real quick. I completely forgot about this part of the build. I completely forgot. We gotta run our belt somewhere. Okay, and there we go. So now I've got all 5 all the way across. I don't know if I'm gonna need them all, but I might as well have them. Like I said, it looks industrious. And there's just bits of metal just everywhere. This one here. So 3. Okay, so now we got to figure out how we're going to belt all this. We're either going to need to belt. So yeah, we got to belt inwards. So this one here, and then I'm thinking this. And what this can do is this can follow suit, right? Maybe? But I might merge all the waste rather than... Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, so that ain't gonna work. Not for me anyway. There's nowhere good to put it. Okay. I kind of want to copy what I've already done with the inputs. The outputs are just gonna have to be figured out. Yeah. Yeah, so then this one's going to be like here. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, is it? Alright. Hold on. So there's got to be a way, right? That each one of these belts can be supported. Yeah, because the way I have it set up right now with the pipes work great. But we also, there's no, what do you call it? I'm not sure what you call it. What do you call it? What do you call it? I don't know. I'm lost. Oh. If only that was... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter if... I mean, it wouldn't make sense if it was lined up, right? Because the inputs on this side can go that way. Crap. I'm gonna have to do some thinking on this. I have to do some thinking on this over the weekend because I'm kind of running out of time here. I'd like to get this video done today. So, how would we do this? How would we do this? Okay, so the belts need to run here. That's a definite. So the pipe. So we can't go above. Wait, can we do covered belts that short or covered lifts that short? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, yeah, we can. We can do covered lifts that short, just like that, right? Okay. Okay, so that will work. If we have the belts on this top level, and then they go down on either side, and then we have the outputs of the uranium waste in the center. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, let's try it out. I didn't know the covered belts would go that short. Well, I should never say I didn't know. I do know, but also at the same time, I forget. Okay, so 6. No, wait, not 6. Covered belt. Yeah, so covered belt time. Oh, didn't realize I had attached. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm lost. Hello? 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 Ring, ring. Hello? There we go. Okay. So yeah, and then we can just do a 3 right across this way, right? Straight on it. Okay, and then the output belt can go here. Actually, Yeah, if we put the output belts in the middle, we'll never have to worry about like if we just merge them together. I think that'll be fine. I just want every belt for each one. Oop. So yeah, the other issue I'm going to be running into is the covered lifts themselves. I can't just put covered lifts in midair, or any kind of lifts for that matter. So I think I'm going to have to put back this foundation. This will be the third time. So that's 3 and then 1. What just happened? There we go. Yeah, I was just like, what the heck? So is it another 4 meter to go up that high? No, that's too high. So it's a 2 meter and then a 1 meter then. Okay, that's unfortunate, but it'll have to work. So yeah, just because of the way the inputs work, we'll just have to do that. So that'll only be a problem on this side, so we'll just go all the way across with that. I love the smart mod. The smart mod's so good. Actually, that's going to be a problem on both sides at some point. Like, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then say the 5th one is on this side. So then that's going to be a problem on this side past this one. So, yeah. Okay. So then, yeah, we'll have to drag this one over too. That'll work. Okay. So then, what if we place all the lifts first, and let's get all the lifts and all the belts connected, so that way we can move on to the next thing. Okay, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end this one very, very shortly. Unfortunately, I got people messaging me and all kinds of stuff. They're like, "Oh, where you at? What are you doing?" I thought I'd have this done. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do this over the weekend. I'll get the belts and stuff hooked up, but don't worry, I won't hook up the. I won't fully hook up the whatchamacallums. I won't fully hook those up. Those fuel rods. There we go. I won't fully hook them up. I'll get the belts. So basically, just so that you have kind of an expectation, or not, I guess not really an expectation, but so you kind of have an idea of what's going to happen for next time. So the belts are going to connect like this, right? If I can, oh my god. I'm also getting irritated at this because the snapping points, it snaps to everything else but what I want it to snap to. So it's just like, see what I mean? Anyway, that's the other part of the other reason. It's just like starting to get irritated at it. It's just one of those things. But anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here a little bit early. Just because time is not with us on this one. And like I said, I was hoping to get it done, but yeah, I've already been to give you a bit of context here. I've actually already been recording for about 5 hours. building stuff. Believe it or not, it's weird. Like sometimes time flies when I do that, and of course, you know, most of those 5 hours, or all those 5 hours almost, you're only going to get 48 minutes of it, and I just don't have the time to finish it. So I'm just going to have to do the outro here. But yeah, so that way you have an expectation. And then, yeah, I'm just going to, and just real quick, for these, So I'm going to do this. See what I mean about the connecting? What the heck? It's not wanting to connect. So for these, this is what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to go 8 merger. And I'm just going to hold control, and it's just going to snap to it. And then I'm just going to take 3, just to show you what I'm doing here. I'll take a 3, and I'm just going to do this. And I'm just going to merge all the outputs. And then the uranium waste, as I've said before, this is where that train went, by the way, in case you were wondering. If you didn't see it, if you didn't spot it before, the train that was in this station. The uranium waste is going to get merged all the way down to the end, right here. And then it's going to end up in this train station. So yeah, it's going to end up in that input right there. So anyway, that's where that's going to go. I'm going to get this finished over the weekend. But like I said, I won't hook up the uranium rods just yet. But I am planning on, do expect to see the most of it complete and whatnot. So, but anyway, like I said, that is going to be it. So yeah, sorry I didn't get it all done, but I do hope you enjoyed anyways. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.